Okay, I've moved ahead quite a bit and I've glued the top wing on, as well as the landing gear. With the landing gear I had to mark and drill 2 little holes in there because it was smooth. There was no holes. So I drilled the holes in and then moved them right out to the edges of the axles, just like it shows in the pictures on the back of the box. And there it is with the wheels on. And I had to glue all the little strut pieces in here and there. A good way to line up the wing is, remember there's a seam line that runs all the way across the plane? Also right where that hole is for the machine gun there's a rib. So I just lined up that rib with that. And these were kind of tough to put in because I had to first, I glued everything to the top holes and these were way out. Now when I glued it to the bottom I had to push these in and then glue them into their little holes on the cowling. And to get the wing down nice, you just put your finger in there and gently apply some pressure while you're gluing these in so that that wing is glued down nice and flat. So here's our Nieuport 17 so far. The cowl and the pilot and the wheels are not glued on yet because we still have to paint it. However, we'll get to that right away. Now here we have the plane just prior to painting with all the pieces removed, the cowling, the wheels, and the pilot. And I found the perfect thing. It's a 1-inch brush, paintbrush, or 25.4 millimeters if you're watching from Europe. Anyway, look at this. That can fit right perfectly in that hole, and with a little bit of pressure it'll hold that airplane on there. Also, the wood blocks the little seat that Muntenescu will be sitting on, so that means that we don't have to reach in there and try to scrape it off so that he can sit down. So there, that's pretty nice. Now the next thing we're going to use is this plastic prep by Poly S, and it's to help remove fingerprints and mold, whatever else is on the model. Well, not mold like, you know, vegetable mold or anything, but like the mold release agents. And they say just to paint this on and let it sit, and it'll remove all the grease and do the rest. It also says on the bottle that this stuff removes static charge, so that should be interesting. Static electricity builds up and attracts the dust to your model, and when you paint it, you end up painting dust onto your model. So here we have the colors for the Nieuport Type 17C1. Testers 1146 metallic silver, 1149 flat black, 1140 brown, 1180 steel, 1141 natural wood, 1182 brass, 1170 flat light tan, and 1165 flat army olive. We also need to paint the Romanian roundels in red, yellow, and blue, and for that I have Testers 1103 gloss red, 1114 yellow, and 1111 gloss blue. You can also substitute these colors for flat colors using Testers 1150 flat red, 1161 cavalry yellow, and 1172 sea blue. Now we're outside and we're going to be ready to paint our cowl and wheels. What we want to do is I've got this can of trim-clad aluminum, and we're just going to move from left to right. You want to keep your wrist straight. And once across the front. You also want to check for orange peel. Try to get that out when the paint's still wet. And we should just be able to let that dry.